Hello, church, disciples in West Virginia. You and I serve a risen Savior. But how is it that you imagine Jesus when you think of him? Well, that is the question that we have for our disciples, children, and youth in West Virginia, ages 3 through 18. We are giving you an invitation to create a piece of artwork that expresses how you see Jesus, because we would love to see Jesus through your eyes and the way that you understand him and love him. You can use any materials that you want. You may use pencil or crayon or markers on paper or cardboard. Or you might want to use paint on cardboard or even canvas board. Or if you know how to work with clay and you like to work with your hands, you can get Fimo clay or Sculpey clay, and you can bake that in your own oven. Or you might want to find random pieces and things that you can glue together to create something that expresses how you understand Jesus. So I have a few pieces. We asked some children to make some early so that we would have some examples. This is by a 3-year-old, and I don't know what her artist statement is, but I can't wait to hear it. And this one was drawn by a 6-year-old because she believes that Jesus made the rainbow so that we would know that we are always loved. And this painting was done by an 8-year-old because God is in nature. So these are a few examples. And the way that you can learn more about this, if you want to check with your minister or your church office, this is a flyer that has been made that has all the details and the information on it. Also, you will find a release form that your parents will need to sign unless you are 18 and you can sign your own. So now I would like to introduce a friend of mine to you, a colleague, the Reverend Rosetta Smith. She is of the United Disciples of Christ Church in Charleston, and she has some other information to share with you.
I want to show you some art that some of our artists have already done in the region. And I want to show you a variety from the different ages. And then let's take a look at a 5-year-old. Now, 5-year-olds might need a little bit of help, and that's okay. But I have to tell you, this 5-year-old, she immediately, when asked, how do you see Jesus? What does Jesus look like to you? She starts very quickly drawing 2 different images. An image of a girl God and a boy God, because she says God is both a boy and a girl. And she chose her own color schemes, and she needed a little help gluing the flowers on because it's a hot glue gun. So it's perfectly okay if you're 5 years old to get a little help, so don't feel bad about that. And then we have another 5-year-old that did this. She said that God is like the rain and the rainbows and the sunshine, and how very appropriate to have her image of God in nature. Because we think God's just a being somewhere in heaven watching over us, but God's everywhere. And let's take a look at this image. This is a 16-year-old that says that God is in us, and when we view ourselves in that image, there's where God lives to him. And then you have this young lady that chose to do a mixed media. It's not just a painting. She sees God in people and animals. And she made a beautiful heart, glued on these pictures, and Jesus through my eyes is what she says. And then you have someone that sees God as all colors of people, no matter who they are, where they are, what color they are. That is who God is to her. We have a triptych that's right here that she doesn't even know why she picked the colors she did. She just felt it and knew that that's what she wanted to be. God is brown, God is white, God is pink, representing all the other different colors. You have drawings. They don't have to be paintings. And there are so many other ways that you can do art. If you are a writer, write the story. If you are a poet, like poetry, write poetry. Hey, if you like to dance, do a liturgical dance and record it. If you like sculptures, sculpt something. It doesn't have to be clay. It can be sculptures made out of junk that you've put together to formulate who is Jesus to you. There are so many arts. Maybe it's a video. There's so many ways to express yourself, and we want you to do that. And don't be afraid. Don't be hard on yourself. Know that what you do is good. And you're going to inspire me. You're going to inspire everybody that looks at it. I learn, and we adults learn from you. We need each other, and we need to see you doing the art that you choose to do. What does Jesus look like to you? Jesus through your eyes, Jesus through my eyes, looks very different, because that is who Jesus is.
This project is being co-sponsored by the Christian Church Disciples of Christ in West Virginia and the First Christian Church of New Martinsville. And we are so excited to see what you will create. We will be receiving your offerings of artwork and all of your creations from May 1st through July 1st, so you can get started on your project right away. You may either mail them to New Martinsville, or if you need help with something being picked up or delivered, you can call Fawn Price, and her phone number is on the flyer. If you need artistic support, maybe you're not sure how to get started, or maybe you're not sure how to work with a certain medium, you can call Rosetta Smith, and her number is also on that flyer. You do not need to mat your artwork. We have a wonderful artist here in New Martinsville who will be matting those for you. We ask that you not make them too terribly big. Try to keep them between 2 feet and 2 feet. So when all the artwork is in, we're going to create a display here in New Martinsville, and you will be invited to come and to see. We will also make these available for you to see somehow either on the internet or on Zoom. So we are excited to see what you will create. We know that they will be beautiful. There is no way that you can do this wrong, because we just want to see Jesus through your eyes. May God bless you, and may the peace of the risen Christ be with you.